Hey friends, it's Cielo, and today I'm coming back with a weight loss update. So it's currently coming to the end of week 2, and I am pleasantly surprised because I went from 270 pounds to 267.6 pounds, which is an overall loss of 2.4 pounds. And the reason why I'm so surprised about that was because I kind of hit a little low this week. I actually binged for the first time after not doing so in months, and I'm not proud of it. I was so mad and I was so angry because I had been doing so well, and I just kind of blacked out and did it, as you do sometimes, and it was like a moment of weird disappointment. But I did learn things from that, and I'll touch upon that in a little bit. But after I binged, I cried for a little bit, and I wrote an angry letter to myself, which I later burned. And I made myself forgive myself. And then I did a dance party in my room for hours. I looked really dumb. And then I made myself forgive myself again, because I hadn't fully forgiven myself the first time. Because if I didn't make myself forgive myself, if I didn't do that one crucial step, it would have spiraled me into a cycle that I really have no desire to ever go back into. Because I would be carrying around the guilt, and the guilt would make me, I would go into the guilt, and there would be a higher chance of me going to a negative coping mechanism, which would be to not eat for the next few days to make up for the calories that I had just over consumed. And then that would lead to another binge because I'm hungry and my body's like, what are you doing to me? And then I would just repeat the cycle over and over again. And then it's so hard to break that cycle once I'm already in it. Binging is something that I really want to be open about on this channel because it can be a really painful process on you to deal with. It can make you feel worthless and really hurt your self-esteem, and no one deserves to feel that way. So I really want my comments to be a safe space to talk about things like this. So if you need someone to listen or just want to share your story, be sure to comment if you feel comfortable, and I will be a welcoming pair of eyes / ears here and read what you guys have to say. And even though this video is mostly centered around weight loss and getting healthy again, if you guys want me to make a video in the future about how I deal with my body after I binge in a healthy way, or just what my experience with that has been like, I'll be happy to make a different video on that in the future. Also, before I move on with the rest of this video and my updates, I did want to let you guys know that these vlogs are actually being scheduled a week behind what's actually happening in my life, because sometimes I just don't have time to film these sit-down videos. So I just want to let you guys know that I do have an Instagram that is basically real-time documentation of what's going on in my life. I've been a little scared to use it so far because it's live and I can't really think about what I want to say exactly. I just kind of put it up daily. But when this video is up, it should be my second or third day live posting my journey. So be sure to find So be sure to find and follow it. It is Finding Cielo on Instagram, just like this YouTube channel. Okay, so this week my major focus was portion control, and yes, I see the irony in that because I was not in control of my portions for a day. And writing everything that I consumed down in my journal. But basically, me binging was kind of a little bit of a wake-up call because I learned that I was being way too strict on myself. I wasn't eating enough to keep myself full. In fact, I was pretty much hungry all the time, but I kind of pushed that to the back of my head because part of me felt like that was a good thing, that I was helping my body lose weight, but it's not. Your body doesn't react good to being starved. Like, it may work short term, but you're just going to gain that weight back when you go back to eating like normal, and I didn't want that to happen. When I lose the weight, I really want to maintain it off and not ever come back to being this weight ever again. So yeah, I just learned that I was starving myself and I need to actually eat food so that I don't binge and so that I'm actually satisfied with everything. But I am having a little bit of an issue because I am dealing with a lot of emotional things, and like, I'm still not over a breakup that I just went through, and like some friendships that I'm separating myself from just because they've been really negative on me, and just like I'm dealing with a lot of emotions, and normally how I deal with emotions, or how I've been dealing with them for the last few years, is to binge eat. No bueno, I know. But now I'm coming to this point where I need to figure out when I'm actually hungry and when I'm emotional. But it's hard because sometimes I'm hungry and emotional. I swear, even if I did manage to make it to the good place, I would still find a way to torture myself, so. But I think the answer for me really is to be patient and kind with myself. I'm actually pretty happy with where I currently am. While yes, I did binge, I ended up recognizing where I was in the cycle pretty early on, and I managed to keep it together, which is pretty cool. And one of the other lessons I learned is, yeah, I can have a really bad day and still lose weight overall. I mean, I binged, I had a McDonald's, not good for me, but I still lost 2.5 pounds because I was doing other things that were good. Like, not everything doesn't have to be perfect in order for you to make progress, and that's something that I keep telling myself. It's just progress over perfection. Like, whenever I try to be perfect about something, I end up self-sabotaging, and I don't need to do that. So we're working on that right now. Honestly, I would have been happy with losing 0.5 pound. I was just like, anything to get me closer to my goal, and I lost more than that. Another good thing that happened this week was that I managed to hit the gym 4 times, even though my goal was only to go 3 times. I normally struggle to find time to actually go to the gym, so I was really happy that I forced myself to go even on days that I didn't want to go. And every time I went, I left the gym feeling happy. Like, I spent a lot of my time going to gyms and being scared of doing things at the gym because I'm normally the biggest person there and I struggle a lot, but I'm starting to really love what it feels like to sweat, and I'm starting to really find that place as a time to be alone, because none of my friends really go to the gym, nor do they go to the gym that I go to if they do go work out. And I'm not going to make friends there because talking to people is not something I want to do. But I don't know, it's becoming a better place for me, and I'm excited about that. How are your health journeys going, by the way? I know I can't real-time talk, but comment down below. Okay, so now that I did a little summary on my week, I want to go back and talk about my goals for week 3. So for week 3, I want to go to the gym 4 times again, at least. I want to make sure that I'm doing at least an hour of walking, even if it's on the treadmill a day, because I spend so much of my time sitting down, it's kind of wild. I want my water bottle and this cup, hold on, it has water in it right now, that I got at Comic-Con, which has 3 cups of water in it right now, to be my best friend, because I'm planning on drinking a lot more water whenever I feel hungry, just because I'm starting to realize also that most of the time that I think I'm hungry, I'm actually thirsty. Who would have thought? So my goal is, like, if I'm hungry, I'm gonna drink all that water, and if I'm still hungry an hour or half an hour later, then I'll let myself have actual healthy foods. And the third thing I want to do is start following a routine. So when I mean a routine, I mean like an eating routine. I want to make sure I'm eating similar foods throughout the days when I can, because when I do that, I realize that I'm less stressed about what I'm consuming and just, like, decision fatigue, right? I feel like I make so many decisions in the morning that when lunch comes around or dinner comes around, I just eat crap. So I don't want to food prep right now, but what I do want to do is have, like, the same sort of food. So, like, oatmeal and a smoothie for breakfast and after a workout, and, like, at least a plate of veggies or salad, even if it's not at lunch, at some point through the course of the day. And just knowing that these 3 things will be the same every day, I think will help me a lot and help me make better decisions for dinner. And also, like, a salad and oatmeal is, like, the easiest thing to make. Like, I can even buy, like, the pre-made stuff and take it to work if I need to, if I don't get to eat breakfast at home. So it's something that I know I can do anywhere. And it doesn't have to be a specific type of nut or thing. Like, no. I basically just want to eat these 3 things because the morning time is normally when I'm out of the house the most, and I tend to flock towards convenience food the most, and convenience food is normally empty calories, so that's where I am. That's about it. Oh, and actually no, another thing is people are starting to notice that I'm losing a little bit of weight. I think, let me do the math real quick. I have my notebook here. So when I went to the gym for the first time, my weight was over 275 pounds. I think it was around 285, but I never weighed myself. We're not going to count that. But when I did weigh myself after beginning to lose weight, I was at 274.8 pounds. Now If you hear that, that's my dad playing with my nephew. Yeah, so I've lost 7.2 pounds so far, and people are starting to notice it, mostly around my hips, because I might mention this in one of my earlier weight loss vlogs, like 1,000 years ago, but my family has really short arms, so sometimes we can't hug each other fully, and we're getting back to the point where they can hug me and like wrap their arms around me again, which is really nice. Because I like hugs. I'm a touchy person. Yeah. Okay. I think that's gonna be it for this week. I have lost 7 pounds so far that are never coming back. So that means I have 93 pounds to go to reach my goal of losing 100 pounds. Next week I'm probably gonna either include what I eat in a day or what my workout routines and measurements in my weight loss video. But for now, I was really just concentrating on getting to do things. And someone's knocking on my door. Hello! Hungry? Are you hungry? Hi. Who's that pretty boy? Who's that pretty boy? Is that you? Is that you, Besito? Besito? Say hi. 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 Oh, good job, baby.